Hi guys, this is Eden. I'm here at the shop and I received a shipment of tarot and oracle decks. There are several decks that I received in, but I am not a huge fan of oracle decks. And you will see that with my channel because I simply don't have a whole lot of information on them. I don't use them very often during my readings. I just simply don't connect with them. They're a little too happy, a little too frilly, not enough real life. But I did want to review this particular deck. I was excited to get it in and see about it. It is Stacy Demarco's The Halloween Oracle. So it comes in a two-part box. The box is very sturdy. It even has a little bit of embossing in it, so when you feel it, you can see it's shiny. The cards themselves, I did pull them out. I started this video before, but it wouldn't take right, so I'm gonna have to do it live. Now, the backs are really cute. They have little bats, ghost cats, and brooms. It is very glossy, very shiny. The paper, the cardstock, however, is a little bit less than desirable. There's no gilding. There's nothing special about it. I think it's purely a novelty deck. It's just one of those things. But after a lot of use, I can see these cards bending and warping because even with what little I have handled them just in these few minutes, they are already starting to bend. But I want to go through the deck and look at each card, and let's review. The first card we have is the Ancestors. Love and legacy of your DNA. Looks like a hoodoo card almost, where you pray to your guides, guardians, and ancestors. Lighting candles for them, working with your ancestors. The next is the Apple. Risk and reward. I'm assuming this is about taking risks and reward and receiving the rewards. Kind of like the Fool. You can't jump, you can't take the plunge or not take the plunge and expect rewards. So this one's really nice. I have the Mummy change. Very nice. And I love this one, the Owl. Wise seeing, wise action. I love how they're depicting the owl in this. Most cultures, all different parts of the world, they associate the owl with bad omens or something that they don't necessarily deem desirable. But for me, the owl is definitely change. Every time I see it, my life has changed for the better. I see them everywhere. They're my totem. I even have a symbol on the shop which has a owl in the tree. You'll see it if you look at this, if you look really close to the emblem. So the owl is very important to me. Night Song, the Cardinal. Hidden talents. Cardinals are so beautiful. We see them all over the place here in Florida. The Lamp. Remembrance. Lighting the lamps. Lighting the candles for your loved ones. Remembering them. Taking time out of your day to enjoy it. Enjoy a fire. Midnight. The most magical hour of all. Now is the hour. And here's another one, Joy. Rejoicing in the present. Taking time each day to rejoice in the present. Lady de les Mortes, acceptance and equality. She sees everyone equally. Lady Death sees everybody equally. This is a gorgeous card. I do not follow La Santa Muerte, but I do respect her, and I do really love the image of this card. Now see, here's where the cards, when you get them, they have been sticking together. Next one is invisibility, authenticity. Be authentic. Jack-o'-lanterns, protection. We all know the story of jack-o'-lanterns. Wonderful. Next one is the graveyard. Unnecessary fear. Yes, it gives a positive spin on things without being too fluffy, and I really, really can appreciate that. For somebody that does not necessarily like oracle cards in general, I love how these are not so fluffy and frilly. I feel as if they'd go a little bit better with a tarot reading that associates with real life and not just, you know, fluffy bunnies. And not that there's anything wrong with fluffy bunnies, but just life sometimes is hard, and these cards are giving you a little bit more of a positive way of looking at things. Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Of course, your house, the hearth is the center of your home. Nowadays it would be the kitchen, the living room, places where the family congregate. You see the gargoyle up there. I see him as protection of the home, keeping it safe. That is definitely the heartbeat of your home. Forgiveness, reducing your burden, reducing the burden. Yes, sometimes it is hard to forgive. I'm a Scorpio, so I do hold grudges. I can't help it. So this card would really resonate and probably come up in lots and lots of readings if I were to use them for myself. Ghost, regret, unfinished business maybe, things you need to take care of. Death, eternal cycle begins here. New beginnings. Same definition, short definition, and a tarot card. Oh, I love the moth. I didn't even notice. I'm gonna skirt back. Okay, we see the moth. Yes, see the skull on the moth? This is a specific type of moth, and it reminds me of Silence of the Lambs. Eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. Kind of reminds me of those images you see on Facey Space where the skeletons were found buried together. The next one is Cauldron. Synergy and healing. Lots of cards about synergy and lots of stuff about healing. Dawn, light after the darkness, the light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how dark the night seems, dawn will always come. Another beautiful owl. Yeah, I could definitely get down with this deck. All these owls, I love it. Brambrack, sweetness and synergy. We see a nice fall bud there. See all these happy protection pumpkins. Black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. See our beautiful little cat there? They're not bad luck. Good fortune and opportunity. Scrying. Intuition. Using your intuition. This one we have is a skeleton. He represents strength. We all know that our skeletal system holds up our whole weight, our muscles, our organs. It even takes on the burden if we decide to pick up something heavy. So strength. Skull of darkness, blind spots. Not seeing things clearly, needing to see things in a better light. There we go. Now we're getting to the skulls. Skull of flowers, creating through the ashes, like a phoenix. Rising through the ashes. Skull of light, illumination, maybe bringing something out of hiding, maybe finding something that you didn't see before, something somebody was hiding from you perhaps. Skull of stars, infinite possibilities. The sky is the limit. Spider, community and web weaving. Setting stuff up, spinning your web, weaving your web. Trick or treat, mischief and play. Maybe it's time to play a little bit more. Maybe it's time to get in a little mischief. Maybe you've been too serious. Time to get back to that childlike enjoyment. The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. A vampire, emotional intelligence. It's okay to think with your heart as long as you say it properly and see things correctly through your emotions, not acting on emotion, but thinking with your heart wisely. The veil. Possible future, what's coming in the future, seeing future things, seeing beyond the veil. Kind of reminds me of the high priestess and her veil. The werewolf, exploring the wilderness. Go out, be a little bit wild, enjoy nature. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Be still. Take a breath. The witch, earthly weaver of the worlds. Making the earth work for you. Requesting the ancient ways of the world, using your herbs, your roots, your candles, the elements to bend them, to request their aid. Last but not least, the zombie, control. Maybe something needs to be controlled better. Maybe somebody is controlling you. Maybe you need to get out of their control. So that's it for the cards. Let's take a quick look at the book here. Now the book is in black and white. We'll just touch on a few of the things. Jack-o'-lantern divination, Halloween 3-card draw. It looks like she has a couple different spreads for you. Dedicating your cards, she tells you how to smudge and take care of your cards. Here she has a lot of the definitions written down. Let's look at the dawn. After the darkness times, the sun will always rise. Haha, I just said that. The sun will always rise. So that's exactly what it meant. Seems like it's very easy to read. So we have the meanings here. And about the author. So just like most decks, Oracle decks, it gives you the quick definition, a little spread or two, but nothing too hard about these. Oracle cards are very good at the end of your readings to shuffle, to clarify some things if you have just a few more minutes and somebody wants a message to leave with. It's very good if you're having trouble connecting with your tarot cards. You could pull a couple of these to get warmed up, to get things started, and then go into your reading. But I would definitely put these into your collection if you are a collector. If most Oracle cards are a little too floofy for you, I would look into these as well, because Oracle cards are definitely too floofy for me. But these definitely have a little bit of a darker spin on them, and they speak to me a little bit better than, say, an angel deck. I have nothing against angels, I'm just not particularly connected to them. So check them out, see what you think, do a reading or two with them, let me know how things go, and put it in the comments below, and we'll see if you feel the same way. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.